Embarkation day is always fun, exciting, and let's face it, these days a little bit stressful. But this cruise started off with 3 unexpected surprises. Hi there, I'm Ilana from the website lifewellcruise.com. Welcome back to my channel. Now we are on board the Celebrity Summit, and this is the first time that we're sailing with Celebrity since the pandemic. Now in this video I have a lot to share with you, including my first impressions. We are now only on day 2, but we already have, well, some first impressions. A further video will be coming with a full review later. I also wanted to share with you some things that you really need to know for embarkation. And of course I have to share with you 3 pretty awesome surprises, and actually one tip, something that I just didn't know, that consider it a little bit of a public service announcement if you didn't know this. So that will be coming later on in this video. Now before I get started, I did want to mention that if you like this video, if you find it helpful, informative, or enjoyable in any way, then please do give this video a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Let's get started. So firstly, let's start off with the boarding process. Now, out of the last 3 cruises that we've taken, this is actually our easiest boarding so far. So I think things really are getting better. At the same time, this cruise ship, the Celebrity Summit, does have only 2,000 passengers sailing. I did ask, and it's 1,997 passengers on board, so about 80% capacity right now. So maybe this is why. However, we boarded in Cape Liberty. It was really easy. We parked on site, and then basically from the point in time that we parked our car all the way till we boarded was about 30 minutes. Now, something that is important to know is even when you've done your online check-in, you will still need to check in after you go through like the security at the cruise port terminal. You will still have to provide your proof of vaccine, your COVID-19 test results that they are negative. And at the same time, if you are sailing to Bermuda, you'll have to provide the Bermuda travel certificate. So it's a good idea to print those things out, or at least maybe have some screenshots of the test results on your phone. That's what we did, and that was just fine. And of course, this information is valid at the time that I'm filming this, but always check your own information for your own sailing because it can change. Always check that before you do go. Now, the check-in time that we chose was between 11 and 11:30. Now, by the time we parked and we kind of made our way into the terminal, it was close to about 11:30, and we were on board by about 12 o'clock. Now, as we boarded the cruise ship, we had such a nice warm welcome from the crew just as we were boarding. Really, really nice. Something that I did notice is that we didn't have any welcome aboard champagne or mimosas, which was fine, but this was something that we had seen in the past and we didn't have when we boarded. However, I did notice that on the daily planner, there did seem to be a couple of like parties or events on the first day, so on embarkation day, where they were giving out some free champagne. We didn't go and see it, but we did see it on the planner. Now, something that was really nice was we didn't have to lug around our carry-on bags with us on embarkation day. What we were able to do, even though the rooms weren't 100% ready yet, we were told we could go to our cabin, drop off our carry-on bags, and then just go and have some lunch, go to the e-muster, and then come back in an hour or so, which is what we did. So after we dropped off our bags, we collected our key cards, and then what we did is we headed down to the ice bar. Now at the ice bar, what we did is we ordered mimosas because we have started a sort of new embarkation day ritual since the pandemic, which is that we start off our cruise with embarkation day mimosas. So we had mimosas at the ice bar, and that was an absolutely perfect start. Now, before I share a little bit more with you about our embarkation day, including those 3 surprises, I did want to give you sort of our first impressions, as well as like maybe you might be wondering, what is cruising like with Celebrity right now post-pandemic? Does it feel normal? What is it like in terms of the protocols? So basically right now on this ship, guests do not need to wear masks, and while some are wearing them, the majority of people seem not to be, but it's completely up to you. The crew is all still wearing masks. In terms of the buffet, it is full serve. So if you like that, this is something that you are going to appreciate. Everywhere that you are getting food, the crew is serving you that food. Although the drink station, so when you're getting iced tea or coffee, self-serve coffee, that is still self-serve or back to self-serve. Now the crew has been really friendly and helpful and really very accommodating, just like I remember always when we cruised with Celebrity in the past. And something that I noted particularly, especially because I did do another cruise just about a month ago, and you could notice that things, well, you know, sometimes things were a little bit short-staffed, which is understandable right now. We've all heard about it. But on this cruise ship, it doesn't seem like, and they probably are a little bit tight. People are working hard, there's no doubt. However, despite the fact that there are 2,000 passengers on board, so about 80% capacity, you just don't really feel necessarily that they're short-staffed. So it's not noticeable, I'd say, to the passengers. Especially so far, the entertainment has all gone on. They've had a main show that was really, really great with some acrobats, the singers and the dancers. They had a comedian on the first night, and they've had lots of different activities going on, both indoors and the cruise ship and outdoors. Okay, so back to our embarkation day. So we went and we had a little bit of lunch, actually at the buffet, so at the Ocean View Cafe. Now, normally I really like to eat outdoors at the Sunset Bar. It's like my favorite place probably on this cruise ship, at least to eat something very casual. However, it was just really kind of cool and windy, so we did opt to eat inside. It was a little bit crowded for the buffet, but not overly crowded because there are many different stations on this cruise ship, so that really does work well for a buffet, but it still is an embarkation day, so you can expect a little bit of crowds. And also something to just maybe be aware of is, because the crew are serving you in the buffet, is that you can expect that it might just take an extra few minutes for you to get your food, because of course now the lines are moving a little bit slower. Nothing that's absolutely terrible, but it is something that I guess is a little bit different from when things are self-serve. Now, in some ways this might have been like our best embarkation day ever, but partly it's because we just had these amazing surprises. So you might have noticed behind me that I've got the wake view. So I've got an aft facing balcony cabin. So that was basically surprise number one. So I booked a balcony cabin guarantee, and I know some people like them, some people don't, but at the time that I booked, which was only about 3 weeks before this cruise, there were not a lot of balconies left. So I did book a balcony guarantee because I didn't see any others that I was absolutely in love with. So when I booked the guarantee, I really didn't have very high expectations. But not too long before our cruise, I saw that we were assigned this cabin. I was crossing my fingers that when we did get on the ship, we would still have this cabin. Yes, we did. We have an aft family veranda. This is such an amazing cabin. I will have more to come in a future video about this cabin. So if you have any questions about it, it is amazing. Maybe one of the best cabins. I think it's the best cabin that I've ever stayed in a lot of ways. There are maybe some cons because it's aft facing, but I'll do another video, so let me know your questions below. But that was definitely an amazing surprise. Now our second surprise actually has two parts, so let's say 2 and 3. Just amazing, something we've never experienced before. Well, two things we've never experienced before, but if you are sailing on this ship from Cape Liberty, you are really in for a treat. So first I'll share with you, well, one surprise, and then it goes into the second surprise. So basically our sort of second surprise is that we got a really nice message on our phone in our cabin, and it was from viewers of this channel, and they invited us over to their penthouse cabin. Thank you so much for a little sail away party. So that was already such a treat. We were really, I have never been in a penthouse cabin. I probably will never sail in a penthouse cabin. And isn't it something that we all really want to see? Anyway, this was amazing. So if you can afford it for something maybe special, or if you want to see if you can upgrade to that cabin with the upgrade programs, oh my gosh, what an absolutely amazing cabin. And that party, everything. Thank you so much to those viewers for inviting us. We had an absolutely lovely time. And guess what we were able to see? This was surprise number 3, the Celebrity Summit. Like I said, you are in for a treat no matter what cabin you are in for the sail away, because basically what the Celebrity Summit does is it actually sails around the Statue of Liberty. So not only does it do like a sail by, but if you have that clear, beautiful day, you will actually sail around the Statue of Liberty. You will see the New York City skyline. It's nothing that I've ever seen up close like this, and it was just absolutely incredible to see this. Now, we were very lucky because, of course, we had that amazing veranda at the penthouse cabin. That was like a wraparound veranda, just beautiful. So the vantage point was just incredible, and it was aft. But anywhere you are, so if we were on our own balcony, we would have seen an amazing view. And because it does sail around, no matter where you are on the ship, if you are in your own balcony, if you are on the top deck, so if you're in an inside cabin or even an ocean view, head up to the top deck and definitely take a look. It takes maybe about an hour or so to sail away. It was just incredible. Grab a drink and just enjoy that incredible sail away. So we had an amazing rest of our embarkation day, including our dinner and our show. But there is one thing that I did want to mention. I probably could have waited till a future video to share this with you. But if you are sailing with Celebrity soon, I just wanted you to be aware of this as soon as possible, because I really wasn't aware of this. And I figured, well, maybe you aren't either. It has to do with the Wi-Fi. So you know that with Celebrity, if you have always included, you do have the Wi-Fi included. However, something to note is the Wi-Fi is very basic. So on this ship in particular, a lot of people are upgrading their Wi-Fi. So if you do need to just check your email, just check messages, it looks like this is going to be fine for you. However, if you do need to do anything more than that, even if you want to scroll on Facebook, if you want to upload photos to Facebook, to Instagram, if you want to keep up with the YouTube videos, anything like that, then you really will need to upgrade your Wi-Fi. So I did intend to upgrade the Wi-Fi for one of us just for work purposes, but I thought the basic Wi-Fi would be enough for what I would have considered in 2022 basic kind of things. However, it really wasn't. So we did upgrade our Wi-Fi. However, it does require heading over to Innovations. So heading over somewhere, lining up to upgrade once you're on the cruise ship. And a lot of people were doing that. And a lot of people didn't seem to know about this on the first and second day of our cruise. So this is why I did want to mention to you, it might even be cheaper if you upgrade your Wi-Fi to premium before you get on the ship. So that might be something to do. So please let me know if you use Wi-Fi, if that is something important to you. Please let me know down in the comments below, and let me know as well about your embarkation day rituals. We start off with a mimosa, but what do you always do on embarkation day? And of course, always ask me any questions you have about the Celebrity Summit, because I will be making a future video. Well, I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, please do give it a big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And of course, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Bye for now. Happy cruising.